Hi, thanks for being interested in how I plant a garden with my kids. We plant some seeds and some plants because we have chickens and moles and birds that sometimes eat the seeds, and so we figured out which ones we should just plant as plants to avoid that. So don't let anyone judge you whether you do seeds or plants. It don't really matter. I feel like it's more important just to get the garden in the ground. Done is better than perfect. Before we lived here, we always just stuck seeds or plants straight in the ground. We didn't have raised beds, but we do happen to have some raised beds here, so that's good. But if you don't, just stick it in the ground, stick it in a pot, stick it wherever you want. And I think gardening is so important to people of all ages, from toddlers up to the people in their 90s. Having your hands in the dirt, growing food for your family, watching things grow, nourishing it, watering it. It's all so therapeutic and wonderful, so I hope you go start a garden as soon as you're done watching this. The beginning, the first 4 minutes is a little boring as we just plant the seeds, but after that, stay tuned because we do have a little garden tour that brings us up to date here April 30th, and maybe I'll do another one later in the summer. Thanks for watching. Anderson is planting organic snap peas and covering them up. Samuel and Tilly are planting kale, spinach, lettuce, and arugula, while Tilly is reading a cute little Sweet Pickles book that I read when I was a kid. All right, looks good. You're a good planter. How many did you plant?
8.
8 tomato plants. And we have some seeds too, but these are to make sure we for sure get some good big tomatoes. Thomas is doing strawberries. Planting your 7th what?
Cucumber.
All right. He's doing pretty good. These are our peas over here.
Can I go in there?
Sure. And what are you planting?
Watermelon.
Little one right there. One over there that has a broken leaf, and one over there.
All right, and we have some seeds too. It's looking good. And she has a couple of rows of carrots. They're just coming up. We have lots of asparagus coming up. What are you doing?
Planting squash seeds.
Yay! Where are they?
I have a pile of sticks.
Okay.
Marked it where they are.
You're just sticking them in, huh?
Make a hole about an inch deep. And stick them in. Cover them up and put a stick to know where they are.
So you know where to water it at, huh? What else do you have in your box?
Zucchini.
Woohoo! Looking good. We've been planting our garden today, and Samuel wants to explain what he's doing.
This is how I do it. Usually I might clear a bit of a spot and then just start digging.
With a shovel that bends. The shovel bends. Get better quality tools than we have.
And then when it's about the size, then, then I grab the thing. Since it's a bit hard to get them out, I try to make this hole a bit bigger and help push it out. Then I stick it in and crumble the other dirt on it. And then if there's any dirt left in here, then I kind of dump it out.
Looks like you got a good system there. All right. It's too bad that dirt is a little bit drier looking like, huh? These other ones. We should have done a video when he's planting these ones because it had a little bit better, wetter dirt. But he's planted those ones and now we're spreading some hay on it, which we've never done before. We didn't have a cow last year, but now we do, so we have lots of extra hay and thought we would see how that does for weed control this year. Thomas is in charge of the strawberry bed, so he's got his over there looking really good. Hi, I'm walking out to the garden to give you an update of how things are looking. Today's April 30th, and we have quite a few seeds up and plants that are growing pretty big, so here's an update. When we got here, there were the 9 boxes already here and the white tarps, but we had to staple them down. And the little red garden shed was already there. We've added this 10th box here so that every child can have one, and myself, except for my oldest, Kylie, who hasn't really been here much for gardening. And then over there we've got some raspberries and blackberries and kiwi. And then in this spot is our pumpkin patch that we still need to plant. Last year we borrowed a real rototiller, or a friend came over and rototilled it for us with his. And so we need to just figure that out. I wish it would have been done last week, but we'll still get to that. So let's start over here with McKenna. This is her box. Each child's in charge of a box.
So this is my box. I have 2 rows of carrots right here, and I have 2 sunflowers. I have one in the middle right there and one in that corner. That's pretty big.
Yay!
I bought 8 watermelons from the store already sprouted, 4 Crimson Sweet and 4 Black Diamond watermelons, and only 1 of each worked. This one in the middle by the sunflower is a Black Diamond watermelon, and that one over there is a Crimson Sweet. We also bought some Crimson Sweet watermelon seeds, and I planted them just a few days ago, so they're not coming up quite yet. And I put seeds by all of the spots where I planted them.
Put sticks by the spots.
There's the seeds.
Mm-hmm.
They're the sticks. So there's a few over there and over there. And also last year I left some watermelons that weren't quite ripe to compost in here, and some gourds, and I found a few seeds popping up that I did not plant. There's one right there, one right there, and one right there.
Woohoo!
So those are the 3 that I've found so far.
All right, looks good. And we keep this little net that we found in our barn because the chickens do like this box a lot.
There's also 1 marigold plant coming up here. I planted 4 seeds in 4 different spots, and only 1 has come up so far. So,
Oh, keep trying.
just in the little pot.
Yeah, that's really pretty in the summer when we get a big old pot of marigolds right there.
Yep.
They're supposed to help deter deer.
Mm.
And these are asparagus that we never did pick. I mean, we've picked some, but they'll get big old seeds on them. Probably only another week or 2, and the chickens love to pick it off. I'll send a video of that because it's pretty funny. Okay, so over here is my box. I also put a net on it to keep the chickens out because this is their favorite box. I'm doing peppers, so I have just a few. These 2 are spicy. And anyway, there's my pepper box. What do we have over here?
This is my tomato box. This is a Better Boy tomato. These ones are Roma tomatoes, and these ones are cherry tomatoes.
Great. And what's your name?
Talia.
Talia. Did you pick them out yourself?
Yeah.
Did you plant them?
Yeah.
Good job. It looks great.
Some of the cherry tomatoes have sunflowers.
Great. We get a lot of weeds here because of the humidity and rain all summer, so we're trying the hay for mulch this year, which we haven't done before. So hopefully it's good. What do we have in this box?
These are the snap peas, and they taste really good when they grow. And this is my little pal Flurry helping me today. There's lots of little
tiny bad green bugs on the plant, so I take them off and she eats them. She's
Oh,
not as good as the big chickens yet, but they're really tiny, so
how old is
it's a
she?
lot better for her. She's just about 3 weeks old. Oh, good girl.
And Andy planted these by seed.
Oh, good girl.
So they're the first things that we usually plant, the snap peas, so they should be done pretty soon. Maybe we back up to this box. This was Lexi's box. She does herbs, so it's next to my pepper plant. We have some carrots at the front that need to be thinned, and they need to be weeded because Lexi's not here. Then we have the cilantro that has gone crazy all over our garden the past couple years. We accidentally let it go to seed, which is going to go to seed pretty soon. And the seeds rolled all over the place, so you can see it, and all of the garden beds have some cilantro growing in them. You can't even kill it. There's some lavender. Oh, a little purple flower just starting. Hopefully that will help deter deer also. And a basil. We eat a lot of pesto, but it looks like it's getting a lot of bug bites. Oregano is year-round. This has been here for several years. It kind of dies back in the winter, but it grows a whole bunch the next spring, so it's looking great. This is mint. We love to make homemade mint ice cream with our milk from our cow. And I'm not sure what else we do with mint, because I don't really like mint. But Andy does. He plays with it, don't you, Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's also just fun to use things like this in the herb kitchen. I mean, the mud kitchen. Just to be able to grab herbs and make stuff that smells good and is kind of edible. Then we have rosemary. That could get bigger if we pulled out some of the cilantro. Hiding it. Lexi's really good about taking care of her bed, except she's in college. She stayed for spring semester, so she ain't here right now. Who's lettuce? Maddie? Maddie was lettuce her first year she had lived here. She was home that semester. So this is all garlic. The garlic was kind of already here when we moved here, but it wasn't in a box. It was like just sort of around that shelf, like around a tree. We found them literally like all over the place. I think there's still some by the front deck. So we just kept, every time we saw one in the ground, we'd dig it up and move it here. So it's all contained. And it's almost ready to be picked because it's going to flower soon. That one's going to be a flower. And that means it's ready to be picked.
Me and Sam planted the lettuce by seed.
Yes, you did. You sprinkled a bunch of seed.
Mm-hmm.
And we put a cover on this so that the chickens didn't scratch in it. Want to pick some and try some?
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Tastes good.
All right. We do need to cut a whole bunch and eat it with our grilled cheese sandwiches tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make grilled cheese sandwiches tonight because it's my dinner night.
It is your dinner night. We have a lot of blackberries that end up growing over here too, and they're supposed to stay against the wall there. This is Spencer's box. He planted potatoes. They kind of got messed up with the chickens, so we might need to plant some more because it should be full of tall potatoes, but it's not. This one's Caitlin's peas. And we have celery planted on the ends. One celery just got eaten yesterday by chickens, so I planted a new one. And what I do is I buy organic celery at the store and eat it. And then, I have this on my blog too. And then you just plant the base of it. So that's like a celery base. So you just plant it like that, and only a few days it'll start sprouting right here in the middle, look like sort of like lettuce coming out, and then it'll just be really tall celery. So we need to plant a few more. This is Anderson. What do you want to show us?
This side was zucchini. They weren't planted by seed, so they were already grown a little bit. They're on here. And then back here
You have a blackberry sticking in yours too.
Of squash that were planted by seed.
Good, yeah, there's a couple there.
Yeah. I think this is a stick to mark where they were when they weren't big.
There's lots right there. We can spread them out now. Oh, there's some more over there. Each child is responsible for weeding their bed and mulching it or watering it. Whatever. Do you like the cilantro?
Yeah.
It's fun to just walk by and pick some cilantro. This is Samuel. What is in your box?
These are my cucumber, and this is a net we made so the cucumber can climb on it when they get big. And it's made with a net we found and some bamboo sticks. And then we wired them together right here.
Oh, great. So yeah, lots of little cucumbers. Some of them have gotten messed up by the chickens, but some of them are doing okay. We use cucumbers in smoothies almost every day. So we cut them up after they're grown, and some we'll eat plain and fresh, but the other ones we freeze in the freezer to use all winter long for smoothies. You add it with some bananas and strawberries and mango and other frozen vegetables, or fruits, cherries and cranberries, and then add some cucumbers in for some good vegetables. It's really delicious. And you can't really taste the cucumbers anyway.
It's really full of the bugs that are on the peas.
Oh, good. She's still eating the bugs on the peas?
Yeah, she ate 4 of them that I found.
Oh, great.
Yeah, 3 of them were on here, and 1 was over there.
Oh, great. Samuel, did you help me make the trellis things? Or was it Andy? It was Andy, huh? So we just cut some bamboo sticks and found some twine or some other string to help them stand up better. So it's supposed to be 3 straight rows when he planted them. So that's Tilly's tomatoes, and this is Thomas's strawberries. We planted the strawberries last year. Most of them, I think these ones are. We only got a few strawberries though.
Yeah, we planted, these are from last year. These ones with white flowers. And we bought some other strawberries with pink flowers
Yeah.
that we got this year.
We planted a pack of 50 strawberries last year that really just kind of have the stems, like they're not really plants yet. They're kind of hard to tell what they were or which one's what.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, these and those ones are from last year, and then these ones are from this year.
Yeah, so I don't know why last year's didn't spread in the middle, because we planted 50 all evenly. So I don't know what happened, but there was a big old hole right here this year, so we bought some little bit bigger ones. And we'll see what kinds they are and see if they even work. And I also found some strawberries kind of just over there. I think they had sort of a strawberry patch over there, so just on the ground. So we moved them into a bed so we could see them better, not get run over.
Last year, I remember I picked a little strawberry on one of these leaves.
Did you? I bet it was tasty.
I picked a little strawberry because there wasn't much strawberries last year, so I just picked a little strawberry and ate it. It was pretty good.
Oh, good. Thanks, Sam. Just gonna taste the rooster away so we can talk over here. Okay, so this is gonna be our pumpkin patch. We love to grow a lot of pumpkins and gourds for Halloween, and then we also freeze the pumpkin and use it all winter on pumpkin pancakes and pumpkin muffins, pumpkin chili. Look at the camera.
Raspberries. There's some that are starting to have raspberries. See?
Oh wow, you're right.
Raspberries, kind of. So that's good that they're working.
Yeah, these are new this year.
Yes.
And these other ones were just little sticks that we planted last year.
Yes.
For super cheap, and so this year we got a little bit more expensive ones that are bigger.
Some that are over here.
Okay, so these were the sticks that we planted last year.
And also these big ones.
And we put up these posts in this raspberry spot, but these other ones were already here. There was nothing on this row, so I moved a bunch of blackberry. So this is just a piece that I cut off from our blackberries that are over there. I just cut it off and planted it last year, and it looks like it's growing.
And these big trees kiwis. This is a female kiwi. This is
Say it a little louder.
These are kiwis. This is a female kiwi.
Yeah, can I show them the kiwi on it? Oh, there's only one right there. But up there, there's lots of kiwi.
This one is a male kiwi. Cause, yeah.
It's very soft. It's super soft and fuzzy, and it has, they're kind of like roses. They're really pretty. When the leaves are furling out, they're kind of blush colored.
Yeah. And then
So
all
you can
the
tell the
rest are
difference. This is a
female.
male, and these ones are
Yeah.
female. They're not furry,
Yeah.
and they
All the
obviously have kiwi on them.
Other females are just more like not furry or anything, and they're just kind of like normal leaves and stuff. And male ones are pretty like furry and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's how you can tell the difference. So we only have one male, and all the rest of them are females.
Good. This one's never had kiwi on it before. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
but
been
it
on
has a lot.
But it has a lot. And then we have one there, and one there, and one over there. And I think that's all. We're still trying to plant a few more blackberry along here because we love our blackberries. They're huge and delicious.
Yeah. I think this is like one of our first times planting raspberries.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah. So at least some of them are kind of getting to be raspberries, like over there when I showed you the kind of like how they were getting to be raspberries. So at least they're working.
Good. I hope so.
Uh-huh.
So this is our garden. Here are the blackberry canes. These ones were already here when we moved in, and so I've just cut off pieces of them like this. Just cut them off any time of the year and just stick it in the ground and they'll come up. So these ones are all doing great. This one might be about 2 years old. And some of the other ones are just 1 year old that I did last year. And this is the view of the rest of the garden. I'm doing this video now, the end of April, because come June and July, the plants grow so big that you can't even walk between the rows very easily. Here's the rest of them. And our blackberries are huge and delicious, so we love it. There's McKenna doing her watermelon box. And we wish the gardens were a little bit closer to the house so we could see from the windows to scare out the deer and everything, but that's okay. It's still fun to come down here and work. Thanks for watching.